Mama called me just the other day. She said, hello, hello, I'm talking to you, baby. Somebody called me. He wanna tell me, say, yeah, he see you with my girl. Tell me how you, baby. Yeah, I'm foolish. Shut up, I don't finish. It's you that do, it's you, girl. I know, mother, you know that I know better. But my mama don't know. Love don't care who you be, where you get from. Love don't care. Love don't care who you know, where till you get to. Love don't care. Just yesterday, you said hello, hello, how you doing, baby? Your brother called me, wanna tell me, say it. See you with Mr. John, tell me how you doing. I'm foolish, shut up, I don't finish. The thing you do is a t-shirt. You're not your father, your opinion doesn't matter. My papa.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Relationship Realities. I'm Olamireti Ololade and we are truly excited to have you join us today.
And I'm Akimbo Ade Esther. This is episode 15 and we want to say a big thank you to everyone who keeps tuning in, sharing and growing with us on this journey.
Here on Relationship Realities, we speak the truth about love, the beautiful moments, the hard conversations, and the lessons that shape our relationships.
Because real relationships are not built on perfection, but on understanding, patience, and willingness to grow together.
So wherever you are listening from, get comfortable and take a moment to stay with us.
Today's discussion is powerful, relatable, and one you definitely don't want to miss. This is Relationship Realities, where truth meets love and every story matters. Let's dive
Your voice is a big part of what makes Relationship Realities special. We don't just talk, we listen, and we truly want to hear from you. Connect with us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, X, YouTube, and WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_radio. You can also send us an email at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call 091-2222-7433 to share your thoughts, experiences, or questions. Thank you for being part of Relationship Realities family. Your voice matters.
Welcome back to Relationship Realities. I didn't find out my husband was cheating the way women usually do. There was no lipstick on his collar, no suspicious late night calls, no password change. What broke me was silence. We had been married for 6 years, no children yet. Lagos had already taught me how cruel waiting could be. but I still believed in loyalty. My husband Tunde was not a perfect man, but he was predictable. Office, gym, home, church, sometimes family gathering, always, especially his family. His younger sister, Shola, was my closest ally in that house, or so I thought. She called me my sister with a smile that felt genuine, defended me when aunties whispered about my womb. She sat with me during family prayers and squeezed my hand when the word fruit of the womb came up. I trusted her with my tears. So when things started falling off, she was the first person I ran to. Today has changed. I told her one afternoon why we peeled garden eggs in the kitchen. He's always distracted, always tired. Even when he's home, he's not present. She didn't look at me. She just said, marriage has seasons. That was the first crack. The second came when I borrowed her phone. Mine had died at the salon. I just needed to call my driver. As I strolled through her contact, a WhatsApp notification popped up. Sunday. The preview message read, did she suspect anything today? My heart skipped. I told myself I was imagining things. Brothers and sister joke. Maybe it was about a surprise. Maybe it was about me. But something in my spirit knew that night I couldn't sleep. I watched my husband breathe beside me, counting the seconds between his breaths, wondering how a man could lie so peacefully. 2 weeks later, the truth forced itself into my hands. I went to his office unannounced to surprise him with lunch. His secretary looked confused. But madam, Oga traveled yesterday. He hadn't that evening. I called Shola. Where is your brother? I asked. She paused just for a second, but silence speaks louder to women who have been betrayed before. He's around, she said. I hung up. That was the night I followed him. I didn't scream when I saw his car outside an apartment I had never seen before. I didn't knock. I didn't cause a scene. I stood in dark like a ghost and watched the man I married walk into another woman's life. What shattered me wasn't just his betrayal. It was the realization that Shola knew. She had known. She had smiled at me. She had prayed with me. She had listened to my fears and said nothing. I confronted her first, not him, because I needed to understand how a woman could watch another woman bleed and choose silence. We sat in our living room. She offered me water. I didn't touch it. She knew. You knew, I said quietly. You tried to deny it. Then she tried to justify it. Then finally, she told the truth. Yes, she said, I knew. My chest tightened. How long? I asked. She looked away. Over a year. A year? A full year of watching me beg for God's answers. A year of watching me blame myself. A year of holding my hand while knowing my husband was holding another woman. Why? I whispered. She shrugged. He's my brother. That was when something in me died. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly. I confronted my husband that same night. He didn't deny it. He didn't apologize the way I imagined men would when hurt. He said, I didn't want to hurt you. I laughed. Hurt me? You rehearsed my pain. I said you scheduled it. You involved your sister. He begged, he cried, he promised to end it. But some betrayers don't need repetition to become permanent. The woman he cheated with disappeared from the picture, but the damage didn't. Because every family gathering after that felt staged. Every smile from Shola felt rehearsed. Every sorry sounded like noise. I stayed. Not because I forgave them, but because living takes time when your heart has been dissembled. Months later, I realized the affair had ended, but the loyalty had shifted. My husband still protected his sister's silence. She still walked freely in my home. She ate my food, still laughed in my presence. And one night, while lying awake beside the man who broke me, I asked myself a question that still haunts me. If a woman can watch another woman drown and choose loyalty over truth, is she still family? Because I don't know if I can ever forgive my husband. But I am certain of one thing. I will never forgive the woman who smiled at me while knowing I was being destroyed. Some betrayers don't come from enemies. They come from the people who call you sister.
It is well. Wow, this story is touching. I can imagine what's looking up to God for a child means. And I pray that nobody for them with wonderful children in the mighty name of Jesus. However, there are some things that are not right. They are both looking up to God for children. Let's even, I don't know if I should say let's thank God. Or that this affair did not end up in,
because initially that's what I thought.
did not end up in she brought a child, he impregnated
the other woman has already gotten
a child, it cannot end the relationship and all that. I don't know what's causing issues, what's causing the delay, the childbirth delay in their marriage, but whatever it is, at least if it was, I want to believe, or else the man was conscious about, if he was conscious about not impregnating the other woman too, then why did he cheat in the first place?
That's not the issue. The man cheated. Maybe he has the intention of having a child with that same person too. Maybe he's not forthcoming within that 1 year or something.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so I want to believe that he couldn't have, if he was conscious that I don't want to give her, get her pregnant.
I don't think that's
exactly. Then why cheat in the first place?
I don't think that's it.
So
the pain of this woman now is not even the husband.
Is that sister. That's one thing that's blood is thicker than water.
I used to say it repeatedly. I will tell you for
blood is thicker than water.
I used to say it repeatedly.
My sister, my sister. You're about to say tí kíní kan ṣe kíní kan olúkálùkù á wọnú yàrá ìyá ẹ̀ lọ.
Oníkálùkù á mú tiẹ̀ ní o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Everybody will pick their own.
Irrespective of how well anybody likes you, how much they like you, blood will always speak first.
Yes.
Blood will always speak first.
That's why I used to say it. That word, it's only people that is reasonable that can calm down and understand something that will understand it. I will say your husband's sister, brother, they are not your friend. You can be close, you can be nice to them, you can be good people, cool with each other. But thinking this person is my pal, my friend, I can pour out my heart to her, no, it's a mistake. They are not your friend. They are your in-laws. They are just like, let's say, sister. Just put them there. Not that friend that you think you can share and you expect you expect that loyalty from them at the expense of their own brother. No,
doesn't work
at all.
Doesn't work out
at all.
Doesn't work out.
So thinking about how will you forgive this lady and all that, if I would say, I'll say this person did not really offend you like that. Abi?
Her sin was, we would say it like that, but she already took her like her own personal sister. You know that betrayal comes from trust. Anybody you don't trust will not hurt you.
That's what betrayal means now.
Anybody you don't trust, anybody you don't confide, anybody you don't believe will not hurt you.
Yes, that's betrayal.
Whatever that person does will not.
What you think somebody can never do to you and they did it.
Yes. And they did it.
That's what.
And I want to believe that what we should have done, we should have told you my brother.
That's why I am saying to some extent, this lady,
if she comes to tell you my brother, does she want to spoil your marriage, destroy your marriage?
We didn't even know
sadness.
We didn't even know how she herself found out. When she found out about it and the brother was like, please, and all that. You don't know. So all what you're angry about is that she knows about it.
It is not
possible
she didn't tell you, sister.
I've been friends with one family like that. They are like my mothers and fathers. Like they loved me when I was younger. They love me so well. I know the husband and the wife. They take care of me and all that. The husband started having an affair. In fact, this man will take me. When he wanted to go and see the girlfriend, he will put me in his car, we'll go together. There was even a time he brought a girlfriend home and lied to the wife that girl was my friend. I felt pained. I told my mom about it. You know what my mom tell me? Please, don't go and put your mouth and tell her. Why did she say that? We don't want to cause trouble
in the home. Don't destroy the
We don't want the
because no way from us. Oh, we're not no sharp.
We not dale one.
They will not talk about the cause of the issue that this man cheated is what caused issues in this home. It is the girl said
She's the one that come and meet me and tell me. And let's assume that the marriage now scattered due to that.
Yes.
The husband will hold you as sworn enemy for life.
As a bad person.
As the bad person, that you are the one that destroyed my
So
name.
you don't really have issues with Shola.
At
The issue
all.
we have is with your husband.
You telling you don't know if you can forgive your husband, but you are sure and certain that you cannot forgive Shola. No. Shola did not do you much as that.
What I was even expecting to hear was it was Shola's friend. If it was Shola's friend, squeeze Shola. But this one,
no.
Shola is just
when Shola was praying with you, when she was squeezing your hand, whenever they pray for the fruit of chin, melt everything.
And when she knew that your husband, she felt pain for you.
Yes.
She could not do anything.
She cannot come out and tell you.
She could not. Please forgive Shola and let us move on. I feel your pain, but then.
And forgive your husband too. Since you know you are let go of the lady and all that, God will answer your prayer. You open your womb in Jesus' name.
Welcome back to Relationship Realities on Ifako Radio. I gave my neighbor, a lady, my phone to charge for me. My phone has password. I don't know how the husband did it. He dialed his number in my phone and got my number because his wife doesn't have a phone. He started calling me. At first, I didn't know who he was. Till one day we were outside and he started calling me. When I picked, he would end the call and look at me. I later asked him if he was the one that called me. He said yes. He told me he couldn't help but take my number. He invited me to one of his friend's place and we did something. So I accepted him. We kept seeing. He sleeps out because of me. In the morning, his wife would come to me to complain because we were close. They had a series of fights, which the wife always ran to me. Whenever we met, he would promise to stay with me and love only me. He told me he's making arrangements of getting a bigger house so I could move in with him in another location. Fast forward to last year, he bought a car. He took his kids out and also said I should come along. His wife did not come, so we spent that day in the hotel when he dropped his kids. And the following day, he told me he has gotten a new apartment. He told me to get ready and sell some of my things, which I did and gave him the money. I also arranged my things and sold many things because he said he won't be needing any of those things in the apartment that he has already gotten many things. Even when we went to celebrate the car, he wasn't in good terms with his wife, so she didn't follow. And I remember that she told me she would be leaving him, and he also said the same thing, that they have concluded in separating from each other amicably. He assured me that I am not the reason for their constant fights, as she claimed, and also said his wife is aware that we are seeing him. I got the shock of my life when I came back last week to see that he and his wife and kids moved out to another apartment, which I don't even know where they are. The caretaker said the two of them went to the landlord to tell him they won't be staying here again, that they have built their own house. Landlord prayed for them and blessed them because I heard they were the first tenants living here for almost 10 years before they got married. Everything just unfolded this week. I told the caretaker everything, how he made me sell my television, fans, table, fridge. Said he doesn't know where their new house is, that it might not be around here. How wicked can one person be? He knew he won't do all the things he promised and he made me sell my things and ran away with my money. Could this be planned between him and his wife? When he finally picked my call, he said his family and his wife's family met and pleaded that they should continue their marriage. What sense does this make? Do they force people to keep marriage? These people scammed me in broad daylight. How do I recover my items? I feel so bad that I didn't see this coming. Heartless people. I hope someone learns from my mistakes. Throughout this year, I have been managing without fridge and television. He kept reassuring me that we'll soon leave. Wicked people.
Oh my god. They are really wicked. Please come. Come and put your mind to mic. We have to call them out. Why they come to Ifako radio. Let's call these people out. What they did is not good. See how wicked they are. Husband and wife. Oh my goodness. It is well.
Well, you. I don't even know what to say. See how
You know when this lady, when I know that this person she's actually fooling herself, that the wife knew
that they were seen,
and you
she's even beside your house,
and you are a friend though. She used to tell you everything, and the owner now come and tell you that my wife knew about us, and you were cool. None of your business. As far as you collect her husband, you don't care.
So people don't have sense. Their wickedness doesn't have sense too. You cannot call them wicked people.
No, she thought she's smart, but it now turns out that the wife is smarter
than her. Okay, help us build our house. Contribute your own now.
At least with that money, at least they will use it to collect bus, because what she sold is not much. They will use it to collect bus and pack their thing. That money will do something, at least, no matter how small it is. And another thing is, I want to believe maybe the wife did not know from the onset. Yes. It was later she find out, she fought her husband, and one thing I just know about the wife, that she's cool. Like, if I thought she didn't know about the plan from the onset, that she later now find out about it, and she was just cool.
Didn't go fight her.
Yeah, she didn't confront her about anything. She fight her battle silently, and she won. she fought,
he went to celebrate the car. He took his children, and you followed.
Then now,
when the children come back and say, "Mommy, we saw Auntie Keneka."
It's just their neighbor now. Neighbor. She's our friend. And that one will still come. Maybe the wife may even think that this person and my husband are just maybe friends. They just
friends, and they went out to celebrate. She's not your friend.
They just talk. She will come back and tell her friend that, you know, that today that he went out with the children, and even go. I just decided not to go with him because I didn't, the way he's behaving and all that. I don't want. The friend will be the one to even call her that. Ma, why are you not here? I thought you would come with the children. I don't want to come with them today because of the way the man is doing. I'm not happy and all that. And she was like, She knows what she did now. She knows the reason behind her sadness and all. So she will like it. She will like it. But out of all the stories we've been reading on this, I like this one. This one sweet to me. I like this one. This is what they call happy ending. This is happy ending. How can you neighbor, somebody you are seeing every day, somebody that comes to you?
Say your friend.
Yes.
Come and
you have the effrontery to be sleeping with her husband, and the mind to leave her behind and run with her husband to another apartment. Azal. You see how wicked you are. Wicked. Good for you.
Well,
it has been 2 years. 2 years since I last heard my children call me mommy. 2 years since I last smelled their hair, packed their lunch, or corrected their homework. 2 years since a pen, a paper, and a room full of uniform took my motherhood away. People think separation starts at divorce court. No. Mine started at the police station. I married my husband out of love, not desperation, not pressure, l- love. We were not rich, but we were building. I carried the pregnancy, I carried the home, I carried the patients, I carried everything. But marriage has a way of turning women into villains for surviving. The problem started when I began to speak. I spoke when he hit the table in anger. I spoke when he insulted me in front of the children. I spoke when his family reminded me that I was just a wife and not the owner of the house. I spoke, and that was my biggest crime. When one evening, after a heated argument, his sister called the police, not because I committed a crime, but because she knew the system listened faster to a crying woman with confidence than to a tired wife with truth. At the police station, they separated us. He cried, I didn't. He told them I was unstable, that I shouted too much, that I would damage the children emotionally. I laughed at first. Then the officer brought out a document. They said it was just for peace. They said it was temporary. They said it was for the children's safety. I asked to read it. It said I was to stay away from my children until further notice. I refused. That was when they changed their tone. They said if I didn't sign, I would be detained, that my children would be taken far away, that I could lose everything. I look at my hands. I look at the pen. I thought of my children crying alone in that house. So I signed. That was the day I walked out of a police station, a murdered, and entered the street a stranger to my own children. So, what for?
I don't understand what country this is. I think I want to take it from there. What country this kind of decision was made? Because your husband and his sister calling the police and saying whatever should not end in them asking you to come and sign the paper.
Just like that.
Just
Straightforward.
like that. No, let's call your family members, call a lawyer, let's have discussions. I want to believe that as crazy as okay, don't let me say it, put it that way. I want to believe that even Nigerian policemen are considerate. I don't believe that even in Nigeria, such judgments will be given by officers in a police station. I don't understand the underground work that I have gone. I don't understand this scenario at all. At all. That you went there, they gave you a paper to sign, threatened you, you signed and you left. Don't you have family members?
One thing I want to believe is that this woman herself, she's not saying the whole truth.
Because this story is so
She's not saying the truth. She's definitely a very big troublemaker. Maybe her matter have gone to the station before now. You understand? And talking about the system, the elder sister that called the police, I'm not saying the system is corrupt, but sometimes it depends on the person you meet, the police, the personality of that
you know.
The person handling or the person you know that case. Sure, you understand? They don't want to take her far. They just want to scare her away from the children.
That's what I'm still saying. Now she's saying it's been 2 years. Doesn't she have family members?
That's where the issue comes in now.
Doesn't the husband also have family members? Doesn't she know where they stay? Doesn't she know people? Doesn't she know the law? I don't understand.
They asked you to stay away. You stayed away.
Till further notice.
And you definitely, that doesn't mean you even signed it out of the fear that I don't want them to detain me. That was just for you to leave that place. Immediately you are leaving, you are taking another step. Because out of all the stories we receive, I purposely picked this. Why is that? I've heard things like that. He collected my child from me. He collected my children after he divorced. I was like, why? How?
Even when you divorce, there will still be room except the person is mentally damaged.
There will be room for co-parenting.
Yes, for visiting, for seeing your child.
And it even depends on the age of the children. Before the court will allow the man to have their
Possession,
custody.
exactly.
If not, no, it will be for the mother. And let's assume now that then okay, let the husband be. I've heard of it before that till the children. That's why actually that these things are actually happening. Maybe women are blind to exposure or something to the step they should have taken and all that. That a mother have to sneak to the children's school to see her children. And when the husband find out that the mother is going to the school, he will change the school. Just for the mother not be able to see her own children. So I want to believe that things like this is actually happening. Why? Is it that women don't know their rights? The due process they should take and all that to see their children, to have contact with their children. Or I don't know. Okay, let's not assume they don't know. Go to human rights, or what do they call them? Pick it up from there. Pick it up. Don't forget about what you signed. Forget about that one now. Go there. Report the case to them. And if at all you even have the money, then I mean you have money that you can spend. I will not even ask you to go to human rights. Just get a lawyer. Let him just receive that the petition already. Let him receive it and come to the court straight. And you guys will just settle it there.
There's more to this story. Much more.
Whatever it is. Because the much more I want to believe that is more to this story is that this woman, she's the only wahala.
I'm not sure, but I know she's not. There is something she's not.
She has been fighting, making troubles. That her matter has been in the station before that day. That was what gave that sister-in-law that courage to call police.
After it said argument.
Yes, there's an issue. They've always been doing that
because I committed a crime. She's looking for ways to justify and narrate.
There were women that once an argument started, they started breaking things, they started destroying things. There are people like yes, maybe she's such person before now, and they don't want to touch her. So going to the station, they will understand him. Instead of you beating this woman, instead of anything bad to happen, let her just stay away. So they now want to scare her away. They asked her, I want to believe she's an illiterate, sorry. They asked her to sign, don't come close to your children again, and she signed and she left like that ever since. So now you feel like you want to see your children. Please, if you want to see them, you really want to see your children, no matter who you are, no matter what you are their mother. You are their mother. It's not easy to carry a child in the womb for 9 months. It's not normal. It's not easy in that favor room. I be labor room. Favor. Labor room is not easy there. It's not easy. So you are their mother. Please, if you have money, if you have somebody that can help you, go and get a lawyer. So you get your children. Or you have access to your children. And if you don't have much, at least start from human rights. To do something so you can have access to your children.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode of Relationship Realities. Thank you for spending this time with us and being part of another honest conversation.
Yes, thank you so much for listening. We hope today's discussion has given you something to think about, something to learn from, and something to grow with.
Remember to stay connected with us on Facebook, X, YouTube, and WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, and Instagram at Ifako_radio.
You can also reach us via email at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call 091-2222-7433. Again, 091-2222-7433. We truly appreciate your feedback, stories, and continued support.
Special thanks to our producer Olanwiti Olusegun for always making every episode come together beautifully.
Until we come your way again, keep choosing love, keep choosing growth, and keep choosing honesty in your relationship. This is Relationship Realities, where truth meets love.
See ya.